Going on, everybody? Hello, hello. It would be nice if the game capture actually decided it wanted to capture. There we go. Hope everybody is doing well. For those expecting PGA content and you missed it, we could get absolutely nothing going yesterday. We missed the cut. It was not a great last couple of days for golf. The wheels started to fall off a little bit on Tuesday, and they just weren't there on Wednesday. So we are out of the playoffs in TrueSim. We will be back, or we are out of the playoffs in Plat. We'll be back for TrueSim on Monday. Next week, variety content starts. In addition to this RPG variety, we'll be playing. At the moment, it looks like Star Wars, Jedi Survivor. I do still have a poll going in Discord. It's 11 votes Survivor, 6 votes God of War, and 5 votes Lies of Peace. So if you want to have a say in that, get in there. But yeah, we're going to be playing Trackmania today. I have played this on again, off again for the past couple of years. I think we have like 40 hours dating back to like 2020. So over the past 5 years, we've averaged a total of 8 hours a year. But I've been watching Zane play this, for you those familiar with him, and been playing a little bit offline after stream. Put a couple hours in this week, you know, trying to climb the ranks of Pennsylvania, but I've been holding off on the summer campaign. So we'll see what we can do here. But Zayden, welcome back. RJ, good evening. John, good evening. Hope you guys are all well. But yeah, I can probably scroll back and see when I've played this. So we have last played this waiting for medals to start showing up. Okay. So we last played winter of 24, so we're in summer of 25. So a couple of seasons ago. And then when did we play prior to that? Hey, good evening, ears. Yeet, welcome back. How are you guys doing? And then we were playing a little bit back in spring of 23. So that was over a year break. I think I played in the first ever campaign for Trackmania. I don't know how I got I don't know how I became aware of it to decide and try and play it. Summer 21. Yeah, this is almost every year I come back for one season. In summer of 2020. So we're gonna try and do... Is there a way to jump to the... Am I just gonna have to spam through this? So we're back for summer 2025. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how many medals we can rack up. This is the free version. So I only have a few of the things available to me, but I think it should be plenty of content for today. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can go fast, and we'll take it from there. I'm gonna pause the music for now, but if you guys are wanting music, I can definitely see about it. Okay, where's my audio game? Because there should be effects. I should hear the car. There we go. That's a little bit weird with the audio. Ooh, it's not enough speed. Where am I going? Oh, we're going over here. That's like the first, there's so much to Trackmania that is literally just about knowing where you're going and then executing. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. How much of you guys... Has anybody played this? I've been watching Zane play it, and he's been doing some of the more challenging things. But I definitely enjoy it. I don't know if it's the... I think it's just the challenge of, like, going up against yourself and getting better and better and better. Like, I ran track through, you know, middle school, through college. You know, just with the content and stuff that I've taken on. Over the years. You know, a lot of the stuff that I like to do. Is just challenge myself and get better and better. We are 600ths off of the author time. I think the author time is ultimately my goal in all of this. Yeah, I think that's a better line. And then I think I actually need to... I think I need to drift more through there. Take the outside here, jump. That's too far in. But yeah, there's so much with, like, trying to find... Like, I know there's obviously execution in this, but there's so much of just, like, trying to understand the physics and the optimal parts of it. Because I think that's one thing with... That, well, this is an ironic week to say it, but I think that's one thing with golf that I typically do pretty well with. Where's Mario Kart bot? We played Mario Kart on my birthday last month. I'm allowed to play other racing titles. See, that's a better line there. There's gotta be a faster way though to take that corner. 8/10 improvement. The crazy part is always, for me, is always seeing, like, what the... Like, oh, look at how big of a time I jumped. And then it's like, there are still just thousands of people better than you. It's two. Gotta be able to, like, chain these together. That was not the greatest angle, but we're up. Okay, we're still finding, like, tenths, which I know there have to still be tenths out there. Also, bot, nice shooting intrusive, man. Was your swing just on? And, like, your proximity just crazy low? Because, I mean, that's typically what it is for me whenever I get going like that. I'm gonna start playing all of my rounds on, at least for the next little bit. I'm gonna start playing all 4 rounds of a tournament in one go. I think it'll be better for me that way than 2 at a time. Putted like crazy. Yeah, it's typically like hitting good shots and then just being able to finish off a good chunk of the putts. Like, give yourself a ton of opportunities and then just have a pretty high conversion rate. I think this is the right way that we want to go. I like that line. That's pretty steep. Oh, but that's... Ah, that was almost better. Locked in for 3, couldn't really focus for 4. Now, was that just like you lost focus on your own, or did you let your sound bites get the best of you again? I mean, to be fair, it's hard to feel sympathy when you put them there in the first place. There is part of me that like is like sound bites and like better TTS and stuff could be good, but it probably is more. Oh, that was maybe a little bit better. A little bit of both. Well, I lost focus on my plat rounds. I just couldn't get anything going, and then I let it frustrate me, and then I started playing fast and annoyed, and it just nothing ever got better. Ooh, that was much cleaner. Okay. Again, we're still shaving tenths off, which is really, really good. What's going on, V-Town? Letting go of the gas a little bit before the first jump. Well, we're hugging this line. But I feel like that just loses all my momentum. But yeah, there is a little bit of airtime. I see what you're saying. It's just a matter of like, how do I time that up so that I don't lose too much. Because there's also probably a better way to take that corner. And honestly, probably this last little bit too. What's going on, Rotten Steam? It's funny sometimes when we're distracted by anything. Yeah. I would think that it'd be more distracting most of the time. So low. I feel like I need to be a little bit higher on that so you can come down just a little bit more. It's like a little bit of a hop and skip. Yeah, see, we still lose too much speed. Where's the PGA gameplay, Salvatore? We got booted from the playoffs yesterday, so I'm taking a little bit of a break. It's close. It's just that PB run. We had such a good line out of it. Good for first times. So, when I say newish V-Town, we were looking at it at the beginning of stream. I have played 40 hours of this game, but I also played in the first ever campaign. So, like, I have played basically one campaign a year for the past, like, 5 years. So we have, like, a little bit of experience, but really not a lot at all. I would say 40 hours is basically nothing for a game that's been out this long. And I never played a Trackmania prior to... Ah, gosh darn it, that was the best line we had. Love this game. So I've been watching Zane play it, but he's been doing some content with this lately, and it gave me the itch again. I just feel like when we get that, we start sliding too much there. Still new, right? So I'm like, I don't know how to like properly word this. Of like, I'm not like new, but I'm also definitely not experienced. So like, is it just like, should I say noob player, or like what do I call it for the best effect? I feel like when I slow down there, I'm definitely just losing time. And then I have less speed here. I don't know, is the fastest way to drift that whole thing? I've tried to watch like a little bit of videos on some mechanics and stuff. Try and help. But there's so much that's just, you gotta learn it and do it yourself. Or at least like have to experience it. Yeah, watching somebody do one is one thing, but being told, you know, and executing it on a track that you're running, I think is another piece of it. It's so close. But I think the crazy part is knowing that there are like still tents out there. That was probably one of the better ones. Definitely not taking a good line through the grass there. Bug slides are a thing. Couldn't tell you how to do it though. I actually did I did the weekly shorts. I was messing around after stream earlier this week, a couple nights, and the 5th weekly short is actually a bug slide map. So the bug slides, I think you have to have a situation where you need to make like a right-handed turn, and you typically, I think, are coming off of a jump, so you like get some air, throw the car sideways, and then bug slide. I don't think that there's, from what I can see, I don't think there's any use case for it. No, that line's not correct. Try Cup of the Night map? I don't even know what that is, man. Don't even know what that is. We're just tracking too far behind. Might have been wrong about the jump. Looks like full speed is the play. I think it's just tight enough that full speed is... Like, even though you're getting a little bit of airtime, I think the speed is necessary. Because you can take the speed out of the jump. I also don't even know like how low I'm trying to take this time, because I haven't done any of the other campaign maps yet. That's too straight. Like I think you can get the right angle. I think you can get the right angle on that. I think you can get the right angle on that where you can get a pretty good exit. So you almost get like a slightly diagonal jump so that you can start driving. Because if I drive straight, then I gotta really turn, and then I'm just behind and I got a high line. Just feels like that last corner though is drift the whole way, because I think if I don't drift the whole way, I feel like I end up being too wide. That's close. There's an elimination tournament on a new track. Is it at the top of every hour? Or is it a specific time each day? That's what you need. Ah, I caught too much grass. That was it. You get a diagonal jump and basically get to the peak of it. Happens 3 times a day. I mean, I can try, but if I don't know the track, I'm probably gonna be screwed. I'm losing too much speed there. Cup of the day, cup of the night, cup of the morning. Is there a top of the morning to you as well? I feel like trying to wait until I shift into 3rd gear is not the play. I know they say, I've heard some commentary about like don't shit. Oh, I'm not getting a good line there. Something about don't turn while it's shifting. I gotta make sure that I'm like straight lining there. Oh, that was it. That was at least faster. Okay, so I think if I get out to the no, I like snapped. I think you want to take this inside line, ride it back out to get flat up here. That you, I think if you can land it smooth enough, you can get a nice release. I have to go through that grass section straight, so I think I'm losing time. It feels slow. It's crazy, like you watch people do some of this stuff and they're just saving tenths, and I think it all, on something like this, it all racks up. Like it all stacks up from a very early stage. Just the way they maintain speed throughout. I'll spun the wheels a little bit there. Felt like that was a little bit quicker. Like we started to close in the last stages. I'll try and get one more PB and then we'll try a different track. That's too much of a cut. Because I've noticed that there are some portions of it where I like lose a gear through some of the segments, and so it's like if you just lose a hair too much time, it can be quite detrimental. Can do 19 on this? I'm still struggling to find, like, we're getting close to beating our time, but not by 3/10 we're not. Like, even when we start to make up time towards the end, we're behind. I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna save more than just, like, 100th or two. Because, like, there, it felt like we slowed down and we didn't do much of anything differently. No. Hey, what's going on, Hamza? Hamza? What's the proper pronunciation? Okay, that sounded like it held gear. And then we end up drifting out. So I can pretty well hear it when we hit that grass section. If we, I think it's like 4th gear. We're up in 4th gear, then we're good. That was 4th gear, but we're already mega behind. Said it perfectly? Which one? I'm glad I got it right on one of the two. I'm gonna go with the first one, the Hom. I don't know what I'm doing differently on that. Because we were ahead into the grass. Like, we were ahead into this, like, in-between grass section, but then I lost speed. I lost speed on this slope. That's too straight. Do I need to take a lower line? Oh, I bumped it. Do I need to take a lower line on it? Also, map, remind me when we get close to the top of the hour, because we can try it. Dang it. That's it. We're 1.5 tenths up. It slid a little bit. I think I have to drift more than I think. I would need to have the subscription? Oh. Never mind then. Never mind then. I'm on the free guy. Haven't opened my wallet. Gotta see how the game does. Yeah, how I enjoy it and how the streams and everything go. What's weird is I have more speed at the last checkpoint, but I'm getting past. What am I doing differently? What am I doing differently now than how I made it through that last segment earlier? Might have to like stop and actually rewatch watch the replay. It's too. Tried it before, Rio? So I have, I'll probably repeat this a few times because I know I put Newish in the title. So I have played 40 hours of this game spread over the course of like 5 years. I played the first summer campaign of this, and I'm pretty sure I've played like one campaign almost every year, except for like one. I think maybe 1 year I played 2. So it's new in that sense. Like, I've played it, but it's really not a lot of time, especially with how spread out. Yeah. So, like, newish in that sense. Not like I just opened the game for the first time, but that's too. Yeah, so if we try and go low in the grass section there, V-Town, is the play to, like, go low and then do like a really baby slide? It's close. I'm like drifting out there at the end. That's into the wall. So yeah, I enjoy it, Rio. I enjoy it quite a bit. I'm very much so a fan of games with the low barrier to entry, high skill ceiling, deterministic physics. You know, it's why I enjoy PGA, I enjoy Rocket League. See, that's lost. Like taking too wide of an angle there. It's too drifty. So I enjoy those types of things. I ran track for a good number of years of my life, so like competing against myself and improving, it's the same thing with golf. I've done speed runs. You know, we streamed for 9 years now. I've done a couple of different speed runs. Too sharp. PB ending was fast. I know. I keep going up against it, and I am not able to do anything. But I also keep ending up like significantly behind there. So I actually come in at a sharper angle, and then with the dirt I use that to come in a little bit steeper. Because I feel like the way that I'm going about it now in these runs is I kind of try and ride the dirt a little bit longer and then drift. And I'm actually finding it that I like start too late and my car starts to slide out at the end, and that's when I always get passed by my ghost. That was the closest we've been. We got it inside 2 100s. Nope, see, I try and do like a baby drift to kind of keep the car going a little bit straighter, and I always seem to, then when I try and drift harder, my car doesn't actually turn, I just slide across the back portion. Feels like no matter what I do, that last segment, not quite getting it. Like there, how am I just, I feel like my ghost just pulls away. Always sliding out. Do I just have to turn earlier? I must have to commit to the drift sooner. This is too slow and too high. Yeah, that's all. You just break your way through the grass. Also, I'll probably try and ask this a few times. Those that are watching on the vertical stream, how do you find the format? Nope. Did it again. I did it again. There's something with that last drift that if I try and hug the line, when I go that, I'm drifting too high. The other one, I'm like too tight. I'm not finding the right angle for it. That's a pair of good runs. So lose a little bit of speed over that bump. What's going on, boss guy? Hug the corners. Run was clean to the end. Yeah, we have back-to-back pretty clean there. It's this last segment that's giving me trouble. Which way is vertical? Vertical, like you're watching it in portrait mode, your phone up and down. What's going on, Saucy? I bumped it. Outside to inside on the last turn. Yeah, I think I'm getting too inside on the dirt segment. Let's just try and get a run through that last section. See, that's too, so that gets us there. That's too drifty. So I'm trying to figure out how to get through that last segment, like, actually quick. I lost speed there. I just need, I know we're not going to be at the right speed. I need to get... Yeah, what up, Andy? Welcome back. Stream looks fine, just the dirt part is lacking a little bit. Well, I turned down... So, I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and YouTube Vertical. So... And I'm streaming from PC, whereas a lot of times we're playing on PS5. So I have to turn the quality down to be able to support as many outputs. Now I'm like getting too far. Just not getting a good angle on that last dirt segment. Okay, that was better. That was better. All right, let's try a different map. Let's try a different map. That's not bad for the first one. Now fix the input quality. Wow, thanks, Mandy. We're trying, man. Oh, it's the driving. Oh, okay, okay. It's not the way that it looks. It's the way that it's driven on. Got it. Well, here'll be some dirt practice. Oh, jeez. I don't know where I'm going. Well, turning sideways doesn't help anybody. Okay. Well, gold on the first. Probably would have been author time on the first if I decided I wasn't gonna spin out. Alright, well, let's see what we can do about that. Can definitely get smoother through that first section because I don't have to worry about drifting at this speed. What did I do on the first? I just I accepted the lack of grip coming out of the dirt and just turned it up to the middle here, I guess. Yeah, there's so much more. Well, that's not great with the sand. We may lose out. Okay, there's a trick there for maintaining speed but keeping airtime, and I don't know what it is. Hey, what's going on, Alex? Entry of the last turn was a little slower and came out cleaner. Ah, fun game. Your first time watching this game? Well, welcome. Yeah, I have a little bit of time in this game spread out over the course of like 5 years, so I have some knowledge. I have very little skill. I mean, I guess if we can get author times, it's not very little skill, but it's definitely quite low compared to the people that normally stream these games. But the goal is you gotta play and get better, right? Can't get better without playing. Gotta turn harder there, because I keep... There we go. And then you gotta get It's closer. I don't want airtime, but how do I reduce airtime and maintain speed? What's the play there? I'm gonna be relying on chat to provide me with all of the speed related information. Make me faster. Hi from Paraguay. Hi, Julian. Hello from the US. Okay, it's this. That's a little bit better. We got that smooth. All that airtime seems like... I mean, I'll take it. That's almost a second shaved off, but I feel like there's got to be a way at the end there that is not... You just tank the airtime on this one? You probably have to, right? It's just a singular... It's just a singular downhill. There's not enough time to make it back up by letting yourself accelerate for longer. That was better. We're carrying 20 more speed. There's not enough time left. Oh, it's close. What's going on, Max? Welcome back. Voted on the sticks? No. Not after last night's performance. Or just this week in general. Okay, that is still behind. There's definitely a way to get through here. And like pick up speed in that first little bit. It's a better line. How am I losing speed? So because I'm getting more speed, I actually think because I'm getting more airtime there, I'm crossing like a threshold where the landing sooner has gained me a little bit of time. There's always a way. There's always a way, Raycon. Also, Bomj, what's going on? Bomj? Let me know the proper way to pronounce your name, but hello. Welcome from the other side of the world. I'm slipping out of that corner. Too much airtime, but how do I reduce airtime there without loss? I think I take this and I need to come out straight. It's not right. Like, where am I losing to my PB on that? Something that's accelerating me quicker. Like the slow turn. That's too... I don't like that line though. I'm kissing it. I feel like you want to be somewhere in here and like smooth. I gotta be drifting sooner than that. More right to left and right to left on the first two. Yeah, there's something like fairly specific about what they want here. And I think I just kind of lucked into it on the first run. I don't love it. Okay, it's a 10th. It is a 10th. There's definitely more to get out of it. There's my... That's the part that's crazy to me, is there's my 10th immediately. This section was definitely better on the PB. That was the big thing, was like not hitting the sand. What's going on, little by name? For some reason your PGA shorts popped up a couple nights ago. Great stuff, appreciate that. Years since you've seen Trackmania? Yeah, this is something that I really haven't seen people play on my stream feed for a while. For quite some time. But just saw it recently and I just had the itch to pick it back up. It's just, I've had an on-again, off-again relationship with this game for the past 5 years. Put in like 40 hours across 5 years, but I've played like 1 season a year. Never see streams of this game, only ever clips? Yeah, there's probably like a group of people who stream these games, but it seems like with the replay system and everything, a very easy thing to just make clips of stuff, unless you're like actually recording a YouTube video for it. The lines that get the fastest times? Oh yeah, there are definitely some tracks that have like cuts and different things depending on how checkpoints are laid out. Yeah, but it's the type of thing, you know, the same way that people look at us with PGA stuff and are like, how are you so good at this game or these games, whatever. It's kind of the same thing. What's going on, Orchid? Very, very similar thing of like, you put in tons of hours and it's a deterministic game, so like even though tracks may be different, you learn a lot of skills, you learn a lot of different things, and you just know, you know what to do and are very good at executing it, so your time to learn stuff is not very much. Carrying too much up there. Greg, I'm all for tips. I'm all for tips because I don't know how else I'm gonna get better without information. Because there are probably some general just skill things and maneuvers that I'm unaware of. That's too tight. That's too tight of a line. Because right now, some of the lines feel a little bit more luck than like even just this first segment. Like they wouldn't, I feel like they wouldn't put a checkpoint here if it wasn't something that could have a big time gain. Record time for this? I don't know what record time is because I have the free edition. So I can't see what any of the other times are but the metal times. Don't have them on analog. Interesting. Where's the golf, Jeff? We sucked at the golf this week, so we're out of the playoffs. We're out of the playoffs for Platt. So we're switching it up. We're switching it up. We're going racing tonight. And now that we're at the off season, we're gonna play True Sim next week. We're also gonna be playing what looks to be Star Wars Jedi Survivor, unless that gets voted out. You know, in the last weekend here. But yeah, we're gonna be playing still the True Sim finale, and we'll probably play some ranked or something. Ideal line will never touch sand. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I get that. Losing almost a 10th there. Jedi Survivor sounds awesome. Yeah, we played Jedi Fallen Order a number of years ago. And I'm a big Soulsborne guy. For those that are new, well before I was a golf streamer, largely, I was a Dark Souls 3 challenge runner. So like if you dig back into the YouTube archives, there are a ton of Dark Souls 3 challenge runs. Go further outside on the first corner? How much further outside are we talking, Greg? Because that's almost a 10th down. I think I kissed it. It's close. We might eke this out. Six 1,000ths. We did technically eke it out. So whatever I did there. Have author time? I mean, I'm just trying to improve upon my own stuff a bit here. I know I have author time, but I also only have 10 maps available to me, so I'm not in like a rush to get off from one map to the next. That's too wide. Technically 1 speed more. Now I'm 12 speed. It's quite a useful plugin. I just added in plugins last night. having the plugin for segment speed. For speed relative to PB is pretty useful. Nope, waited too long to turn. Problem is if I wait too long to turn, or I guess it's either the waiting or it might be the angle of it. I think when we get to this point, I need to be doing that. You need to be, yeah, that's 10 more. So it's like, don't fall behind too much. Cut it too soon. But I want to be turning so I can get myself set up. That's too steep. I want to be getting myself set up for that climb up on a diagonal. So I think I took that too steep, but here I need to be like set up for the drift back in. You have to like maintain the speed, it feels like, turning through there. Nope, too late. Well, so Greg, we were talking about that earlier about like how to stay on the ground. How do you stay on the ground but not lose enough speed? Like, I don't think I have enough time to accelerate and make that time up. It feels like the speed that we have because that's air braking too soon. The air brake, you'd have to tip it, but if I like let off to go down, just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, I'm still behind. So that's 3.366. Now I know I was behind. We're losing, even though we have more speed on the end with the air brake, we lost almost 0.2 on that slowdown. So I think that's the part that I'm not quite understanding. All right. Need more speed in the first and second quarter, Jambo? I'm sure I do. I need more speed everywhere, man. I need more speed everywhere. All right. I gotta take a quick break because we gotta clear out the pre-roll ads on Twitch. So give me just a few minutes here, and then we will keep going with this. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I know this is a bit different than what we normally do. Let me throw some music on, and I'll see you guys back here in 3. Be right back.
It's raining!
Ads. we back. What happened? I don't understand what happens. It's like when I click out of the game, like I have it set. It's not supposed to mute the game. I unchecked that. Alright, let's try this again. There's the engine. Okay, we had more speed through the first... The problem is, it's like we have more speed and then we lose it all. I'm struggling to see the air brake benefit here. I understand the concept of getting my tires square with my landing. But what I am currently struggling with is whenever I do it, I feel like I lose time even though I gain speed. It's too far right. Which, like, I'm sure that some of this stuff just all comes with time. But I feel like there are some things that it's probably going to be necessary to learn in an educational sense as opposed to learning on the job. Losing speed there, it's not far off. That's always a tough one, is trying to... If you get up too far to the right there, you slide. It's more speed. I'm definitely losing speed there on the turn. So we're 0.173 behind. We still lose 800ths with the air brake. Turn apexes, boss? Yes. Or at least I watch enough F1 to tell myself I know what it is. Nope, too wide. Gotta be better at chaining. Is that sliding out? We're on dirt, so it's low speed dirt. We have to take the steady drive, I feel like. If I don't turn hard on the hard surface there, there's too much speed loss. But you like almost need to take it at an angle where it kicks you out just ever so slightly. But not that much. What is the Goldilocks line here? That feels too wide. Obviously you're just behind on speed. Like, I can see how I see the air brake net in like speed through that checkpoint, but there are no more checkpoints, so it's like the time loss from setting up the landing is not what we need. But 186, yeah, we're still lost 410 or 400s. Go through here. I've been taking this turn. Tough part for me is this surface transition. Because I don't have... If I take that angle, I'm going sharply up the right-hand side. And if you're going sharply up the right-hand side into the dirt, I think where I'm struggling is the... Okay, there we go. You want to shoot up that line. Oh, too far right, or too far left. So you have to get through that turn in a way that you're straight enough that you're not going to shoot to the right side sand. Then you can... be a little bit better through there. Nope. Man, that turn for me is tough because you're trying to go back up the hill and like you're really threading a pretty tight needle. I think I drifted a little too long there. Yeah, now I'm like too far behind. I think there are some good ideas in there. Definitely losing on that drift. PB drift was pretty good. You just can't do anything when you're that far behind. I want to try something because I did this on one of the runs I was doing, and I felt like I had a better time. Now this was just me messing around last night, but I felt like I had a better time on some of the sections being in this cam. And I don't know if that's just dumb luck. I feel like it kind of is. What's going on, Darby? What happened to PGA? We sucked last night, so we're giving ourselves a little break. We are out of the playoffs for Plat. I feel like I hug lines a little bit better when I'm in this view. I just kissed it. So I'm gonna run through this view for a little bit here and see. See if it helps me with the drift. Maybe we go like this in the beginning and then we first person for the drift. I don't know if that's actually reasonable. Probably not. Probably need to stick with it. Yeah, we'll be back to 2K on Monday. We got knocked from the playoffs. I needed a little bit of a switch up mentally. Yeah, I think at this point, like, if we're gonna beat our PB, we can't be behind there. So we had... There's been a line that we've taken through here that we end up a few speed ahead. But I'm taking too much out of it on the turns through there. Definitely making stuff back up through here. But we're gaining more speed just by carrying it through the air there. Yeah, we're so much smoother. So much smoother. Extra speed? Who is this guy? I mean, I lost it all, but for a moment. Yeah, I'm just... Through that, I am so much more consistent. 7/10 down, though. What did I do on that drift? What did I do on that drift, man? That PB drift up around this third corner? So much better. So much better, because I lose a 1/10.5 easily there. What's going on, Harsh? Gear? Oh, am I losing gear through the corner? Yeah. I must have held it in. I must have not dropped from 4th down to 3rd. Closer to the wall. Exiting turn 1. Enter turn 2 in the middle, ride the corners through the turn. Okay, we gotta... You're saying touch the corner... Touch the corner to the left. It was quicker, but we lost speed. That slid a little bit. Let's just see. Sliding out a little. Can get 19? 8/10 feels like a lot the way that we're running right now. Eight tenths feels like a heck of a lot. I feel like we can... I don't know. I feel like if we PB, it's gonna be by like a 1/10. I can hear the gear drop. I can hear the gear drop. But the question to me is, what do I need to do differently to not lose that gear? Because I think that might also be the case up the hill. Okay, we didn't lose gear. Don't think we lost gear there either, but we lost time. I must have kissed. Minimal steering. I kissed the sand. Okay, so is the idea then, instead of micro adjustments, do I just need to throw it hard a couple of times instead. Like, hit it here, turn it, and then, like, catch it. Is that where I'm making the mistake? Because I've been kind of trying to guide the steering on dirt. Seems like if I throw it hard... That one I lost gear. Can I keep gear up the hill? No, I took a bad line. Throw it hard and then catch it. Nope, dropped it. But it feels like that's sort of the case, is like one big turn and then like one last correction late. So you almost turn hard to hit the apex, one more turn to keep it from flying out. I don't know if we got that or not. It's tight if we did. No! $6,000. Oh, I just want a PB so I can move on to the next track. We spent enough time trying to get this PB. Ah, no, it dropped. It dropped right at the end. Okay, so the other question, is it actually worth it to air brake on this? Is it actually worth it to air brake on that last one? Because I feel like you fly so far, and honestly, I'm not sure that it's worth it. I can get more speed on the first couple of turns, carry it into here, then I can... Oh, that's close. Makes it just easier to stay in gear. Behind, but we're in gear, so we have a chance. I know we bobble, but... Want to shoot before I get a 19? False. Very false. Kept gear, but didn't keep it. I turn it too much, that gear drop happens. Okay, that's close. The problem is, so we lost, now we're, yeah, we lose another 6. Be nice to know exactly, like, if I air brake versus not, like, what the time comparison would be. Dang it. Oh, that was so close to being so good. So close to being so good. Snap into a no slide in the uphill corner to keep my gear, Gavin? Okay. I have 40 hours in this game. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Well, that works. That works. I knew there was like a 10th in there. At least. Something close to it. CJ, thank you for the YouTube sub. All right, let's try the next one. When you're going up, turn hard left. Then once you hit the apex, turn hard right. Okay, so you're just basically straighten the car out. How does that? I guess if you turn it hard enough, then you just get it. You're driving sideways. If you don't turn it hard enough, then you're gonna veer off the track. 20 to 25% on dirt. Wheels don't slide. Watch the world record. I don't think I can watch the world record because I don't pay for the game. I can see the times. Can I just not see them on the weeklies? Okay, so we're about a second off on the first one, and hey, we're actually only 6/10 off on the second one. I guess that's for our, hold on, world record. So we're a second off. 1.3, just under 1. Pay it so worth it. If it proves to be an enjoyed enough experience on stream and something that will bring back, then I will not mind paying for it, but I'm not gonna drop 20 bucks to potentially only play it once on stream. Okay. That we're gonna need to land smoother on. This is hard down. That's not great. Let's just see how the track runs. Oh, oh god, oh, there's a... Is that a finish up there if you go up the left side? So, I want to let... Feels like maybe there's a chance for more... Oh, that was almost bad. Okay. We're a second and a half off of author time. Okay. If we... Can we get enough to not do that? That's what I want to know. Can we get enough speed in the early part to not... Still need to take 9/10 out. Catch the walls high? What's the reasoning for that? I feel like that needs to be... That slid out too much, because now that's a really bad entry into this. Well, that's not... It's not grass, so I would think I would have... And just bouncing. So we want to go here. What happens if we drive up the side here? Do you get more of a sling? It's barely anything. I don't know, catching the walls as high as possible feels like too much time driving out of the way. How the heck? I feel like there's got to be a way where you get enough speed on this to actually land on the downslope. because the bouncing is not great. Whatever I did there, I dropped gear. This is the new golf gym. We were playing it for one day. We're still gonna play golf. First turn, go higher. So if we go higher, get more speed. Still not quite right. I don't know how high I have to go. I think I need to commit to a bigger, like more of a drift. Just joking? I don't know what people assume. Nope, still bouncy. I think I just need to drift that. What is this? So this is Trackmania. Ubisoft game. I know it's a franchise, but this particular iteration I think is more of a live service game. Ubisoft game, very, very fun. It's a racing game, but like loosely. It's more so time trials. They do have okay, that's tense. We're still need so much time. Where can you get it? So I think you can get it on Steam. I think it's on all platforms. If you look at Trackmania, it's technically in the Ubisoft Connect launcher. They have it on Steam as well. I would imagine it's on PlayStation and Xbox and all of that. Yeah, what's going on, Arkin? Yeah, I gotta drift that, because if I run that corner too high... Still get a hop and a skip there. How are we up 3/10? I didn't feel like I went... I'm definitely losing speed. Yeah. Definitely losing speed. Feels like on that last wall, for some reason it seems like if I go up later. Definitely, obviously, time to be saved there. Nope. Lost that. Where am I getting half a second? Pinnacle of time trial racing games in the world for a while. Used to be bigger hype in the speedrunning community for finding shortcuts. Well, I think like with all things that last for years, you know, you're gonna get burnout, you're gonna get a changing of the guard. There are gonna be people who stick with, you know, and are mainstays in the community, but I also think with it being more live service and you're just always having custom maps that people are running, or what is it? You got custom maps that people are running, but you also have changing. We're close. You also have changing seasonal stuff. Like you're not gonna have it where like there are a deterministic amount of maps to grind and people just stick on those, you know, and set world records. Whatever I did before got way more speed. Same with that. Keep it straight when going from grass to road. Give me a little bit of... I don't think I want to be... I think I gotta catch that wall early and come down off of it. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, we definitely... Oh, that was a PB still. Definitely have a better understanding of this first section. I need to catch the... Yeah, the straight on grass to road saved a bunch of time. Apparently I was still turning on it, so I guess I gotta go maybe a little bit less turn and a little bit more up, like commit to the wall a little bit more. If I can get that right, I feel like there must be... That's probably too much wall ride. That's not exactly seeming like what we need to be doing. I think I'm taking that too steep. So we've got some speed. Ooh, that might be it. That might be it. Take it a little bit wider so I can... land that a little bit smoother. We're close. Oh, wait. Oh, we already got author time. I must have not clocked that the time that we had gotten was author. Take that wider, because then we can hit the... that wasn't the right spot. Because there's definitely a segment... There's certainly an angle that we can take coming out of this that we can hit without a bounce. Like, I think we can gain enough speed, and then you can hit that straight on. There's that. See, but whatever I did in the follow-up... Okay, so when you say catch the middle of walls, are we talking about the middle of the low wall? Like, do you try and run them like, try and run them more like ice bobsleigh kind of segments? Like where you're not trying to drift on them and you're just trying to kind of ride in the belly of it? Or do you actually need to get your car like perpendicular to the ground? I don't know if I'm supposed to be drifting on that, or like in what way I'm supposed to take it, because I'm somehow gaining speed and losing time, which is always a bit of a conundrum to me. Don't like the bounces. probably have to be mindful of gears again. That was a big thing on the last map, was being mindful of... being mindful of my gears. Which I'm faster there, but at the cost of... Okay, so I'm definitely... I can... can see my speed rapidly decline. Those bellies G-force through him, no drift. And I would suppose that's because it's... because it's grass. There's probably a happy medium of where I'm going. I think I'm going too vertically through it, and by going too vertically through it... Oh, geez, I had an extra gear there. Was not prepared for that. So we did make up time. Yeah, there's probably a way for me to slingshot it. So it was an interesting concept, trying to like track like, okay, where am I gaining time? Because I can be faster. It's not all about speed and split at a particular checkpoint. If I enter that too soon, I must have to just climb it. Because it feels like if I enter it too soon, I end up... being too low because I've like crested too early. It's so weird because I have more speed, but I'm losing time on whatever I'm doing. Okay, I mean, it's technically a little bit quicker. I know I'm missing something big here, though. Because we're only in the top, like, 700 in the state. And we're, like, barely ahead of author time. Right there feels like something. That skip's gotta be gone. It's weird because it's the same speed, but it's... Okay, I mean, that's over a 10th and a half. I'll take that time save. We'll maybe revisit at another point. I might have to watch something to, like, see and learn. learn some stuff, but let's try another one. Let's see what the next one has in store for us. Okay, there's airtime we don't want to have. Ah, what is happening? Okay, so you go around that. We've got some bumpers. Obviously, these are all gonna, like, increase in difficulty as we go along here. I gotta hug that to the left to be smooth. And then I guess you want to get up. I guess you want to get up onto. Oh, that's like a timing your turn gear shift. Let's go on private. This is Trackmania. If I do this, and then I want to probably be turned early, I need to not slip out. Stay up high, okay. 25 seconds though. That's already a 10th and a half early. Still sliding out a little bit. I still have to save another 1.3. It's always funny, like, in the early goings of, like, okay, where's the time? Okay, so save a 10th there, literally just getting the turn between first and second gear. Not quite. It's better, but I think I still overturned. Just drive in a straight line as much as you can. Just drive in a straight line as much as you can. Okay, we're bringing it down. The goal is obviously author time. As I say, I feel like I could take this corner way better. Still felt a little bit slidey. How did I lose a 10th at the end? Must be some way that it steers. Like my tires were just a hair perpendicular. To go down, and then I need to get it. You almost. Maybe there's just a better angle that we can take. 2/10, I can't be 2/10 then. I'm getting gained on, yeah. Was faster, but the release was definitely better. Okay, I need to counter steer, I think, to keep the tires on a little bit straight. Okay, smooth. Okay, that's smooth steer. As long as I can smooth steer and avoid that snap. Yeah, I think you have to stay left of those. palm trees. That's better. I still think that could be way cleaner, but I could feel the grip. Could feel the grip catch. Okay, still lost a little bit, but we're getting there. This is almost it. This is almost it. Ah. Gotta find a way to take that. Gotta find a way to take that last turn through here. Because that's sliding out too much, but I also can immediately feel it there. If we take a slightly wider angle, then you can hug this apex and really sling it. Get a better angle through here. I think, yeah, I was gonna say I'm up, but I feel slower. I can feel big gains on the horizon. Not quite it. That's a little bit slower, but we might be up enough that it doesn't matter. I'll take that gain. I'll take that gain, VTab. Steer before and after the grass. Yeah, so we gotta go no... We gotta go no drift, right? That's snapped. It's like smooth steer in here, get wide, change surface, hug it, take the inside. Gotta cut it back up there. I got a little bit aerial. But I need a better angle going up. So I need enough steering in the first section. It's wide, but I want to just test this. So we get down, we get up, turn. Yeah, we're just a little off. Just a little off. Yeah, I don't know how much we can take out of this from these improvements, but yeah, because I'm not getting enough of the angle correct. Down, cut this. Because I feel like we're 28 speeds slower. So like when we take that angle, we're... Oh, geez. That runs up the wall a bit. So that's got a lot of grip. Don't want that airtime. No, we're just that little bit slower. It's so tight. Yeah, how do you maintain... Yo, what up, young gat? How we doing? Yeah, so we can get the grip there, and we can ride down and turn it. That's too much. How do I get that? How do we veer through there and keep speed? Because I feel like if I slide, if I like get enough turn on, if I go up too straight, I run into the wall. And if I go too sideways, we slide through the grass and spend too much time in the grass. And even there, like, we still slide out a bit. So what's the play? I think that's too much angle and that's too steep. I need to swing from left to right. I think I need to take that corner sharper. Like that. No, but I'm losing. I mean, I'm gonna be able to accelerate on my PB a little bit, but yeah, I lost it through there. Six-speed differential. A little air time and then lose the speed. I mean, that's just way too behind at the start. I'm just trying to figure out how to run that segment. It's a little faster. We lost some time, but okay, it's closer. Almost hugged that high line. We are a little bit ahead. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, so going in with a little bit more speed there. Gotta find a way to not carry that up the wall, but rather around. Roger. Okay, because we were even a little bit behind, but able to make some time up. I think I bounced going up the hill. Well, you certainly gain some speed, not necessarily in a direction you want, but you gain some speed if you get those wheels on the inside of that slope there. You gotta get up the wall a little bit more. You gotta get up the wall a little bit more, because if you don't, you just end up in a not so great position. Waiting a little bit too long to dive in on that. Transition poorly. There's definitely a way to optimize that last corner. Okay, so we're finding a little bit of time there. I slid it out. We want to be here, and then you got to get it going back up the hill. Go down. That's too far over. It's more speed. I think I can hear the gear shift. Yep. I'm sliding out of fourth. What I can't quite seem to figure out... Didn't get a good line there. Is this transition. Getting back up the hill. Get down the bottom of the ramp, and then I want to come up through there. That's pretty good. But how do I maintain that? How do I maintain that speed? So you go and you cut down, you get in, and then what I can't quite seem to get is that release up into the, like, it's a left to right turn, but I have to, like, release up the hill, up that left-hand side, and then cut it back right, because you don't want to go too steep and get airborne. You want to ride the angle of that ramp. That's going to be something to think about. All right, we got to take a quick 3-minute break and get rid of the pre-rolls on Twitch. So I appreciate you guys all sticking around and hanging out. Thank you very much for being here. If you are new, consider dropping a sub on YouTube or a follow on Twitch, whatever suits your fancy. I don't know, is that a phrase? And yeah, join the Discord too if you'd like. But we'll be back in 3 minutes. Go stretch your legs, grab a drink, grab a snack, and we'll. I want to get one more PB on this one. I want to get one more PB on this one, and then we'll go on to the next. So, what's going on, Silly Toes? I'll be right back. Hi, Tina.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we are back. Sorry to up and leave on you like that, Silly Toes and Tina. I'm doing well. If you're still here. Just trying to run through some of these summer campaign trials and see if we can put up some good times. We've already got the author time on this one, but I definitely know I can go faster. I'm trying to see what we can do overall. Keep the car straight through the outside swing into the tight left corners and only turn once you make it through the grass. Tight left corners? Do you mean the tight right? Carrying too much speed up. We're gonna go through there. Feel like I need to carry. My problem there seems to be. The That's not good either. Kevin, thank you for the YouTube sub. Appreciate it. So we get up here. Don't want to really be doing that slide. I think I can take that a little tighter. I don't think I need to go as wide as I was. So no airtime. Come up here. Ooh, that might be it. 11 speed is definitely... I kissed the wall. Okay. 11 speed is definitely the most differential to the PB that I've had through that section. We just gotta get it right through that middle part there. Slow down too much. I can hear the drop in gear. Not quite. Not quite. Yeah, being 3/10 down is not gonna cut it. I feel like there might be something there with getting on a straight line and not having to readjust. But I don't think that we're quite... I just lose so much speed. Like, most of the time through there, that's my issue. And it's better speed, but now the angle's the problem, because I'm able to get... I need a better... There we go. That's closer. Nope. Okay, so I am definitely messing stuff up with that last little luge run or whatever it's called. But that felt faster. Whatever I'm doing there is good. Not whatever I'm doing on this run. Whatever they do on the PB, I definitely take a much better angle. Okay, hitting that reactor straight on seems to be pretty important. I do not want to be turning. When the reactor boost goes down. But I have to get that in a way where I'm already kind of angled a bit better. Like, that's too steep. So do you have to swing it up the left-hand side and then get angled quickly back towards the right to have the right line? Like there and then read it? No. Because if when I turn, I start to lose the boost. That 11 speed gonna be enough? I mean, it was technically closing, we're just too far behind. Oh, that's too high, I'm bouncing. Gosh darn it. Oh, man. Do I go between the two trees at the beginning, Looney? That does not seem like it. Unless you're talking about the two trees, like, at the beginning of... What, that? I think that's too steep. I feel like you need to go left to then start getting it swung right. Yep. Slid out. Slid out. We're close. We're close. I gotta do what I did there, which has been once. But I gotta do that and then close it out. This here, hug this wall, left, dive down. Slow. I can hear the dropped gear. 3/10 up though and a 5 speed differential, so did we... Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. No, I'm not accepting that. There's 3/10 there. There's 3/10 there. I'm not... What is that last segment? What am I doing? I don't need to be on pace, but I think if I'm within like a 10th or two. Oop. And that ain't it. don't know if the cam switch up is gonna be beneficial or not, to be completely honest. Might take me a couple of attempts to get my bearings. Momentum swings, yeah, I'm taking that last corner completely wrong. I'm like riding the line way too high compared to what I was doing. It's so close, but I keep turning too much on the grass and then I slide out. Down here, up, straight, turn hard, and then ride that momentum. No, okay, that was way faster, but I rode the line too high. But that's also the first time that we've gone into that final segment in this camera view. I just feel like I'm better able to... I kind of turn the car too much. Definitely feel like I'm better at tight lines in this camera view. Tree there, bud. But for the most part, because I don't think this is gonna do me much good. I think this is gonna throw me off more. There's something about this that I feel like I just guide the car a little bit better. So, oh, it felt like it was so much faster than the PB, like speed-wise, but that's definitely not the case. Wow. This is really ticking me off because I know that we've got like 3/10 that we can work with. It's all about this segment though. Because I think we've got the time save at the end. It's getting the time save in the middle and pairing it with the ending. Swing it down low. Cut that up too quick. But you gotta like hug that corner. Feels like you need to take this speed from the reactor down. Speed from the reactor down, you've got to like ride it straight, turn. That's too much grass, it feels like. Because like we're down speed, which means that we're gonna be down through this segment. 6 more speed, but we also had drop time, so even with that, not good. I just haven't figured out, like, what's the trick to this middle section? Because I feel like to a certain extent, I'm actually kind of just guessing at it. I don't have, like, a confidence. Okay, that felt faster. Yo, what's going on, John? This is Trackmania. So this is a largely a time trial game, but there are some custom maps and stuff that are more about being able to just clear all of the levels of it. I believe there are some races and stuff that you can do. But at its core, it is a time trial racing game. Well, that felt like we got some speed. I lost some speed and I'm behind. Gosh darn it. Another finish line in the water at the end, Looney? But isn't that beyond the... Isn't that beyond the ramp? Or is there... Ooh, I see what you're saying. Maybe if you can avoid sliding up the wall and just booster straight. Just booster straight on and get down into it? Maybe. Try and get to the end and give that a look. Okay, slower than PB. We'll give it a check. Try and go straighter here. It's just down to the left, and that's beyond the... Let's see here. I know we're way behind him. We're way slower. Yeah, that's beyond. So, like, I don't know if there's a way to ride and throw it off, but that is further than... Okay, so there's definitely possibility there for way more speed at the end. I just gotta be closer. I'm trying to be smoother with the steering. Dropping gears there though. I think in a perfect world, you might be able to ride fourth gear. Keep dropping down into third. I mean, on the one we dropped into second. Yeah, you can't get up on the wall that quickly. If you get up on the wall that quickly, it's no bueno. I think that all starts with a better approach. Like, I gotta get this down to start smooth steering back up quicker. I don't know how you take that speed properly. Looney, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Okay, so this first part makes sense, and then you gotta guide it down here. I think that's more like it. Then ride that out. Too much adjustment through there. Okay. It's not all of the time saved, but that's enough for now. I'll take over 1/10.5. Let's try a different map. Alright, Summer 5. Some presents. I don't want to go airborne, but that crossover seems like a good idea. That's not it. That's not it. Forced. First person cam. Okay. Gotta watch your air time there. It'll be interesting because we're gonna have definitely different speeds. Don't know, do you want to bounce? It's something. It's a start. It's a start. I think we're low enough speed that we can do that. I don't know how to throw it over nicely, though. That's not really losing. Stay on the right-hand side. Oh! You definitely do not want to catch your tire on that. That's for certain. Okay. I don't really know what the trick is for these. I've got speed. What do you let off the gas and then as you start to come down? I caught the wall, but it's... We're up on time, so we'll stick with it. That's not good. This is this just like get the Goldilocks speed here? That's 2 seconds up. And we need to straighten out. Should have air braked. There's a solution in there somewhere for that last turn, and I don't think bouncing is part of it. Try a butt tap. Butt tap. I have like 40 hours in this game spread over 5 years. I feel like there's much terminology to learn. Overspun it. So we're gonna be Okay, so that is faster to slow way the heck down. That's not it. I mean, butt tap to me sounds like you would run into something in reverse. It just ricochet the other way, but I don't know how I get my car 180'd there. Okay, that's not quite it. That's also not it. Or at least on paper it didn't seem like it, but we're 2/10 up. That still seems way faster, just slam into the wall, which kind of breaking my brain, but maybe that's oddly the play. Wall there, bud. Wall there, bud. So I want to go, it almost seems more vertically. Like, just get it so that I can come down on a better angle, more speed. Something's not right about that, but also right about that. I don't know exactly what the play is. Ooh, that slid out. There's something there. I'll tap on the ramp up the beginning. So what do you... When I play 2K25 golf again? Monday, Isaac. We'll be back on Monday. We got knocked out from the playoffs yesterday because I did not play well. I don't know how you spin the car around fast. Don't know if there is particularly a way. Because by the time I get up to the top, my car is only sideways. Played amazing? I did not play well enough. I want to get, like, getting on the ground faster there definitely is a time save, but I feel like there's gotta be a happy medium. How? So the sideways check is losing a ton of time. That's all sorts of bouncing around. That was too much speed. Okay, let's see about this. We ride here. I think this first part is correct. That is not correct. So you get it up there, you throw it right to left. Don't want to be hitting that wall. That wall loses speed. You have enough speed there? Do you actually clear the whole thing and then just land on the downslope? That would require you to hit this perfectly. Ah, that's a second right there. Okay. Okay. So what's even faster than being on the ground is flying and landing on that downslope perfectly. Don't like the line we've got. Whoops. I hit restart instead of air brake. Oh, let's do it again. Don't. No, we will. That's way better. That part, not as great. Okay. It's gold. Now the question is, how do we shave another 2 seconds off? Get the author time. I think that wall bounce section is the one that I'm losing the most on now. So I feel like through here, we're getting better. We're getting the speed we need. Land all 4 tires, can turn that in. I gotta figure something out there. But like, we're good. So how do you... I think we had it. I think we had it. Akivos, what's going on? Stay low through the high wall turn? How do you... I guess what's the key to staying low here and not clipping? I guess it's that? Got a little bit sideways. Okay, that's 3/10. And then we lose it. So we're through the checkpoint earlier, but we've lost the speed that we hath gained. I also didn't like land completely smooth. Gonna be a better way to do that. We're still 4/10 off. So just getting up the left-hand side of it, that just sends you around. It's less bounce and more of a slingshot. So we're getting there. Ride these, get in here. Okay, that's a 10th. Try and not go quite as high. That's a smoother landing. Got more speed, so we're ahead. It's a little wide. There's got to be a better way to take that corner. I feel like I'm losing it there. Yeah, because I'm down on speed. We're gonna just eke that one out. Braking the air to slow the airspeed down. So as I'm going, I want to be braking. Once my car is turned, is that the key? Got more speed. I didn't get a good angle. Can't. I have to be like as parallel as possible because it threw that. It threw that left wheel into it, and you can see the car do a snap. Slow it way down. Okay, we got brakes. That's close, but it's slower. Okay, that's more speed. But I think I lost it there. No, we're still half a second up, but I feel like there's so much more potential. I feel like there's so much more potential, even still. Because it didn't feel like I got into that last corner, like, particularly well. Behind. I think that can be faster. That was a better corner. Lost a bunch there. Yeah, like I don't think I want to be hitting that. Well, actually, I guess that's a better question. Like, because you don't want to be touching the wall. You probably want to hit it just at the earliest point that it starts to turn. It's more speed. I let off because I didn't trust it, so I want to go there. That's where the speed is. Is it faster if you're gonna finish in the air? Is it faster to get flat, or does it matter if the car tips down? Yeah, what up, Quicklin? There's a wall there? Yes, and we're supposed to hit it. Shortcut on this map that's ridiculously hard. I think what that would be. Something, no, because that checkpoint is there. It might be called an Uber bug. I'm like not even conceptualizing where it would be. I can't check the world record. This is the fun of being the cheap guy. Checking out the who still has, after all these years, has never once. So I put in like, I mean, after tonight it's closer to like 45 hours, but I put in like 40 hours or so over the past 5 years. I don't pay for it. Never have committed. Now, back in the day, there were multiple pass options. See, that's slower. It's way slower. Yeah, so I can't check out the world record because I don't have the fancy paid version of the game. I mean, I guess it's probably on YouTube. Although I have noticed when like looking at some of the like weekly shorts and stuff, like trying to look at it at least. You like never find the world record. You'll find some guy though that posted like number 64 in the world, and it was like the first day that it was out. Which I'm having a hard time coming up content-wise with this. Know what a bug slide is? That's the basically a perpendicular drift, right? Because I did the bug slide weekly short. So do you bug slide this? Do you bug slide that jump? It's the only thing I can think of that you would. Let's try it. Nah. Doesn't carry enough speed. Do that in the plastic wall and the game miscalculates your speed. Shoots you like a rocket to the finish. How does one... I guess I'm trying to figure out how you start... I had to slow down there, but let's try it. How do you start the bug slide there? Because I've only so I did the bug slide short, but the only way that I recognized how to start the bug slide was by getting perpendicular off of a jump. So like something like this, I would turn my car. Losing too much speed there. .5. I am 5 seconds behind the world record. I think for the other ones we were like within a second. Which for the amount of time that I played the game, I feel like being within a second is not the worst thing. I barely know what half the terms are. Start left on the dirt, bump into the very end right before the plastic, and then bug slide. Interesting. R left on the dirt, bump into the very end of it, right before the plastic, and bug slide left. This is not exactly the angle I wanted to be taking. Nor is that. So what? They go... Bump into the... See, I'm just trying to, like, conceptualize it. So you throw yourself into basically the corner and the way that it accelerates. I keep throwing the back end out. Well, I would say that that's overcompensation. A little better. I feel like I'm still losing time. Nope. Yeah, I'd have to see it. Are they clipping into, like, the presents or something? Getting a dog on Saturday? She's a Great Dane? Oh man, my aunt and uncle, or great aunt and uncle, technically, when I was growing up, they had 2 Great Danes. I just remember as a kid, like, those things were absolutely massive. I don't know. I got the author. Let's try one more. Let's try the other map because we've gotten the author. We've done author on the first 5 already. Let's try and do one more because it's already 11 o'clock. Horrible. No, it's fine. I also, again, I have very little time. Let's see here. Yeah. Here's my proof of playtime. 44 hours. Except I started playing this game back in, or I played this game for the first time back in back in 2020 when season 1 came out. So my knowledge is very little and very spread out. Okay, there's gonna be some tight hugging. The paws on your shoulders. She stands about 6'7". 6'7", 8 foot, 5, 6'7". Okay, Okay, so I gotta bob and weave. My problem is I never want to brake or let off the gas, but that's not really wise. Akivos, thank you very much for the follow. Probably need to take that a little bit higher. Dang it. Yeah, you gotta actually slow down through there, it feels like. I don't see how I can maintain. There's probably some drifting to be done. This is substantially longer. Okay. Excuse my charisma. Vodka with a spritzer, swagger down pat. Yeah, I know more than one would expect of the Carter 4 album. Don't think I need to drift there, but I think I need to do some sort of drift there. Nope, that's wrong. Put this down, turn, then it's the drift. Oh. How do I chain that? Because that changes directions very quickly. Yeah, that's way too much momentum up. Weren't even thinking about that song when you said it? Well, now you're gonna have it stuck in your head. Young Money Militia. I wanna starve Wheezy cause the F is for finisher. It was funny because I had that album and then I also happened to have the last Madden that I've actually played, which was Madden 12. So, just takes me straight back to high school. Okay, that was a drift that I didn't even have to... I'm like... trying to drift, but... oh, that's not where I drift. I need to drift here. Because then you get so much more speed. Ah, too much speed. It just comes up on you. See, I feel like I end up like feathering the gas. This is not like the last one where we want to be... not like the last one where we want to be ricocheting off the wall. Okay, well, clearly drifting is something that's gonna need some serious work. Oh, that's close. You can... I think there's a chance if you take the right lines and have the right speed, you can switch this one. Yeah, there it is. You ride that one low enough, you don't even have to... Nope. Dang it. It's better, but I gotta figure out how to take that last one. So here, if we wind it in and turn quick enough, we can hold that. But I think there's, if I remember correctly, there's some sort of... is there like a gear requirement for drifting. For a speed requirement? I feel like we're fast enough, though. But I feel like the drifts that we need to do require more turn? Okay, so I'm turning too early there, which is why I'm, like, skipping. I thought sometimes I do better with that camera. Not here. Not here. Be turning a certain direction for a fraction of a second. Okay, so when I get into the higher gear, I have to do like a quick flick to get the drift to start. Turn and then brake. Alright, we'll try that, because once we get to that first, like, high speed one... And I probably need to be on the brakes for more than I think I want to be. Because on the brakes in a drift, do you want to be tethering the brakes, or do you want to be just full on? Can't be braking up to that first little, like, wiggle. Came up too high out of that. You gotta, like, come out low. So you can coax your way through. Kissing it. Yeah, that's a skip. Not like a time-saving skip. Because that, I don't turn hard enough. You have to, like, turn right, then turn left. There's probably a way where you get low enough out of that corner, and then you can turn back. Right to left. It's there. It's that correction. Then you're through here, down. I don't know how to drift those corners. I don't know how to drift those corners. I can only, like, conceptualize just, like, either getting on the brake or just getting off the gas and, like, coasting them. Like, there was a little bit of a correction. Yeah. Like, the little corrections are technically still faster than what I'm currently doing, because it's at least putting me on a better line and I'm not touching the wall, but it's certainly not fast. Nope. Didn't commit to, I, like, backed out of that one and then started to run towards the right wall as a result. Tighter drift, I need to flicker the gas pedal. Let go of it when I'm ready to come out. So are you still holding, I guess, are you still holding brake the entire time that you're drifting? Like, is that how you maintain the drift, is by keeping the brake on? Or is it just a tap of the brake to get it started? Don't feel like I'm getting that right. It's not quite it. It's better. It's not quite it. Can't be losing that much time in the beginning, but I think we're getting on the right track. Oh, that was close. It's a little bit better. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. Hold gas and brake, then let go of both for a fraction of a second. Is there a functional difference if you let go of gas while you're braking? Okay, I think I get it a little bit more there. Because all of a sudden, we're a half a second up. Yeah, that's way faster release through there. Also just knowing when you need to. That was bad. But I can accelerate home. Okay. 1.7 seconds. I'll give it like a run or two here. That's a big... 1.7 seconds is a big jump. But gold is at least trending in the right direction. I lost a lot of speed there that I had made up early. Gotta drift a little bit longer. I think you can go through this first segment without, yeah. Almost too good there, but yeah, I think you can go through this first segment without drifting if you take the lines correctly. .2 seconds though is where I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Because we're up 8/10 almost on the gold time. But still 1.2 out. Alright, that's not for like 3 hours of work. I mean, obviously when you compare it to the rest of the world. But for 3 hours worth of work, we're 1.3, less than 1 second, 1.6, 1.6 to 1.7. This one apparently has a crazy skip, and so we're 5 seconds off of it. And this one we're 3.3. So not bad. All in all, I worked on the weekly shorts off stream. That's what made me start doing this. I guess the weekly shorts we can't know how close we are, but we're still like top 10,000, which is significantly better than the campaign. So I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. I think we're gonna call it a night here. Let's see who's streaming. See what's going on. Thank you guys for hanging out. I know it's not golf, so you know, I get it. I get it. But yeah, appreciate you spending your Thursday with me. Let's go see what's happening elsewhere on the internet. Obviously, I don't know anybody playing this. I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know, man. Either I don't follow enough people or I just host the same people. I don't know. Whatever. You guys go, just go find somebody that you already know you like to go watch. All right, have a wonderful rest of your Thursdays. Have a wonderful weekend. I will catch you guys back here Monday, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll be back on golf. And then right now it looks like we're going to be starting some Jedi Survivor on Tuesday. So unless the Discord poll changes, that's the plan. So have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you later. Bye.